What's up, guys? Today we're going to go through how to find the best sensitivity for you, and we're going to go through optic settings and really talk about how to find the sense that works the best for you. And we're going to work on some aim and how to aim train in Rainbow Six Siege. Let's get to it, baby. Okay, so first let's talk about aspect ratio and FOV. So I'm currently set to 4:3:90. So the difference between 4:3 and 83 and 4:3:90 is with ACOGs. With 90, it definitely makes the ACOG feel a little bit nicer for me. So boom, like that. Makes everything appear a little bit farther away, but with ACOGs, it's actually pretty good. If you're only going to rock hollows, I suggest probably having 83 or 84. But if you are going to run ACOGs some of the time, I suggest trying the 90. Now, going into other FOV options, you have, it's strongly suggest not 69. 4:3, 16:10, or 5:4. So let's go through each one really quick. Use 5:4. It's not too bad. Here is 16:10. Makes everything look a little bit more like straight up. The reason why I like 4:3, makes targets appear a little bit wider than normal, even though it makes the game look a little bit wider. I like it because it gives me a bigger target to actually shoot at when I do see somebody on a tight little pixel. So those are three options, and for FOV slider, I strongly suggest either going between 83, 84, or 90. Nothing else. I mean, here's 60. This just looks like crap. So see that, I can barely see that corner in the corner of my eye. When you have it higher up, you're going to see a whole lot more. I mean, think about it. It's a field of vision. It's the degrees that you can see. See how I can see way more going on the screen now? Things do appear farther, but that's not really a massive problem with Siege, with everything being mostly close range. So there's that angle. And I have it set to 90 because with an ACOG, you're going to be zoomed in more than a 1.5 scope anyway. So now it's a little bit farther away, but you know, it's not too bad with an ACOG. It makes it feel a little bit more controllable to me. So that's what I like. Now let's go to overall settings for your aiming and your ADS sensitivity. So I have my ADS set to 5.5 800 DPI. You can have it higher or lower. I strongly suggest trying this out and working your way up or down. We're going to talk about that in a second on how to change that. And then your ADS sensitivity, if it feels like it's too fast, lower your 2.5, raise it if it's too slow. And the way to really check your sensitivity is we're going to go right in the middle right here. There's 5 pulls. You go 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5. Now you do it while ADS. 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5. So if you feel like you're like going way too far and you have to come back, try lowering your sense. If you feel like you have to really push it, try raising your sense. So if you like your sensitivity where it's like, you know, like this is my 5.5 800 DPI. Like, I love this for movement. So I'm not going to change that, but you know, I may end up tweaking some of my ADS sensitivities like this. It's like going from like here to, let's say, 4, I definitely have to kind of pick it up a little bit. So I could raise it or lower it. I mean, to each their own. Most of the time when you're ADS, you're not going to be going farther than, let's say, like this. So 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 3. That's just a really quick way of changing your sensitivity. Again, if you go too far and you feel like you have to come back, try lowering your sense. If you're not going all the way and you have to really drag it, pick up your mouse or whatever, try raising your sense. And do it with your while ADS in and then while you're not ADS at all. And you can try with different optics and everything to go through and be like, here, I like, you know, maybe I could raise this up like to 55. I suggest going 5 points at a time to really see what you like the most. See, that feels a little bit easier to do faster flicks for me. But it feels less controlled. So I like it a little bit slower because it's more controlled. A little bit slower, but I feel like I have more control over it. Yeah. Not as flicky, but I definitely have a lot more control, which I like. Okay, now we'll get to how to practice your sensitivity. So you go to the shooting range, I have it on small ball, 4 targets, random speed, medium distance, and begin. So you're going to want to do this with ACOGs and then also with 1Xs. Kind of get used to your sensitivity. Your overall score doesn't really matter because you're kind of playing against yourself. Changing your sense, changing your aspect ratio, changing your FOV is going to help all these things. And this will help you kind of get used to using this sense. So I highly suggest changing your sense in the shooting range. Go to the shooting range and seeing how that works for you. Boom.
That's some good, clean
Yeah,
shooting.
so if you want to change your sense because you weren't happy with your score, or you just want to mess with your sensitivity, go to right here, stand in the middle of this one. I mean, you can do the drill here. Basically, anywhere where it's like evenly split pillars, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, like that. You can change your sensitivity, raise it, lower it, whatever you want to do. And also make sure that you have your, you try your 1Xs and your ACOGs to really make sure that you have it the way that you want. Like, again, go into controls, you know, you can change your 1X, you can change your 2.5, like that. So here's the 1X one now. Boom. It's a good time to change optics and trial them out, new ones. See if you like anything else.
Never doubted you
Yep.
could do it.
The score should probably be higher with the ACOG versus the 1X on this drill, but I mean, again, you're not really playing to get a high score. You're just kind of comparing the two. Like, try a different ACOG, try a different scope, try a different optic. Now let me try with Hollow B. I got a 55 with the other Hollow. Let's try with the Hollow B. This thing can be small, bro. Kind of rushing towards the end.
Like someone brought their A game.
Not too much of a change, so honestly, either way works.
Spending time at the range.
Go back and forth, trial them out, and mess with your sensitivity. If you get to a situation where you like, one that you can kind of feel like, you know, this is probably going to work for you, we'll go to the next step. So you go to target drill. It'll also help you learn the map. You can change it to different maps. You press tab if you want a quick ping of where the enemies are going to be located or where the site actually is. So I was just doing this with an ACOG with an ADS change, and you're just changing sensitivity, working on actually clearing a room in a real way with your crosshair up and going through. Getting used to maneuver around the map with your gun up. This is probably the ultimate test. I mean, without T-Hunt, this is kind of all we have now to go through and really work on your sense and aim. Oh, stop hitting them. Oh, I didn't see him. There you go. They start shooting at you, assume that you died. Going around, checking your corners. There's no perfect sensitivity in Siege. You just have to work on what feels good to you. And going through this, you'll be able to tell if its sensitivity is going to work for you or not. Just like that. That is it today on how to find the perfect sensitivity that works for you and practice and working on your aim. So we are going to be doing more videos on like how to win more gunfights coming up soon. But for now, I mean, that's it. Make sure that you find an aspect ratio that works for you. You can go based off mine, but again, it's not a one size fits all. Not everybody is going to be the same. Some people may need different things. So, you know, I like 4.3, 90 FOV, 5.5, 800 DPI. I like the 40, I like the 50. I'm probably not going to change this. I'm just going to keep working at my sense. If you feel like your sense is slightly off, like you really go through your own match replays when you're playing a game and really watch, like, you know, you taking a gunfight. Are you over flicking? Are you under flicking? Like in the moment, try changing your sense. Go through some of the drills that we talked about today and raise and lower things. On all you console players, this still applies to you. The only thing that you wouldn't change is the aspect ratio. So, all right, guys, that's it for today. Make sure to subscribe, drop a comment, and leave a like down below for more. Peace out. Till next time.